You can turn to John chapter 6, please. As I was writing this talk, I was thinking, man, I really hope people can relate to this, or I'm going to seem like a really horrible person. Right, John chapter 6, verse 22, it says, "The day following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none other boat there, save that one whereinto his disciples were entered, and that Jesus went not with his disciples into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone." Verse 24, "When the people therefore saw that Jesus was not there, neither with his disciples, they also took shipping and came to Capernaum seeking for Jesus." And if you know the story, or you can kind of just tell that there's something not quite. They don't seem like they're looking for Jesus for the right reasons here. And we hear in verse 25, "When they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when comest thou hither?" And Jesus already knew this, and he said, Jesus answered unto them, and said, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves and were filled. Labour not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat that which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you, for him hath God the Father sealed." Then said they unto him, "What shall we do, that we might work the works of God?" Jesus answered and said unto them, "This is the work of God, that ye believe on him whom he hath sent." They said unto him, "What sign showest thou then, that we may see and believe thee? What dost thou work? Our fathers did eat manna in the desert, as it is written, He gave them bread from heaven to eat." Oh my Lord, these guys. Jesus would have had to hold me back after hearing this one. Anyway, onward it says, "And Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, you guys are idiots. You've been following me because of the miracles I work on the deceased. Yesterday I walked on water, and there's already about 6 chapters in this book full of amazing things that I've done." No, I think I've got a different translation here. I think it's a translation of what Jesus would have done if he didn't have the Spirit. And I think sometimes we can get like this too, with the world. It gets pretty crazy out there sometimes, and we are surrounded by the world, like obviously not the entire country of New Zealand is in this room right now, only a very small percent, and so we are always surrounded by people in the world that just don't understand things of the Bible. But this is what Jesus said. He said, "Then Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not that bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven, and giveth life unto the world." Then said they unto him, "Lord, evermore give us this bread." And Jesus said unto them, "I am the bread of life, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst." And the Jews murmured at him, because he said, I am which come down from heaven. I am the bread which come down from heaven. So even after that, they just weren't satisfied. They were like, I want a piece of bread. But the Lord didn't get angry at these people because of their ignorance, and it's the same for us. The world just doesn't understand, because when you don't have the Spirit, you just don't understand anything other than what the world is. And I think it can get quite easy sometimes to get really frustrated at things that people are doing in the world. No matter how crazy it is, you kind of just got to realize that they don't have any idea that we have the Spirit, and it's very easy for us to discern what's good and what's not good. And where it's little things or big things, it doesn't make a difference, because they just don't understand. And we sometimes, we just can't get angry at them, even though you really want to sometimes. But we just got to take after example from what Jesus has done in the Bible. He had respect, and he just told them the truth. And that's exactly what we have to do as well. We can't get too hot-headed or anything when we come into conflicts with people in the world. You just got to, be calm and tell them the truth, and work everything through what you've learned from the Bible. And also, same sort of vein, you know, I think it's quite easy, especially if you're brought up in the Lord, to get kind of high-minded in a way, you know, just like, oh man, those people, they're so stupid doing all those things that they're doing, how ridiculous is that? But yeah, again, they don't have the Spirit, they just don't understand, they're just lost. And we just have to, I guess, yeah, be sympathetic towards people in the world, because if we're not humble, or if we're not, you know, if we're not compassionate, as I was looking for, if we're not compassionate towards the people of the world, then we're never going to add more of them to God's army. So just, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, not just to God, but also in the name of God. Be humble, be compassionate to the people in the world that you might be able to bring them into your fold. And I'll leave those thoughts there.
Amen.